Hey guys, welcome back to Money is Game. In this channel, we all talk about how to earn money and many things about finance. In today's video, we are going to talk about why you are still broke in the richest country on earth. Let's start the video without wasting any time. America, the richest country on earth. We lead in GDP, we lead in billionaires, we lead in innovation, tech, defenses, and luxury. And yet, you are broke. You are working harder than ever, maybe juggling multiple jobs, and somehow you still cannot afford to live comfortably. Rent is through the roof, groceries are insane, you are dodging overdraft fees, living paycheck to paycheck, and wondering where it all went wrong. So, why is it that in the richest nation in the world, millions of people feel financially stuck? Let's break it down. Now, here is part 1, Cost of Living Crisis. Let me explain. Let's start with the cost of just existing. In the last decade, the cost of living has skyrocketed, and I am not talking about luxuries, I mean basic needs. Rent. The national average is over $1,900 a month in cities like San Francisco or New York. It is double or even triple that. Like groceries, a carton of eggs that used to cost $1.50 is now pushing $4 or more in some places. Bread, milk, produce, everything is more expensive even when your paycheck is not growing. Now, like health insurance, a basic emergency room visit can cost thousands without coverage, and even with it, you are still dealing with co-pays, deductibilities, and surprise bills. And now, for childcare, in many states, daycare costs more than college tuition. Living is not just hard, it is expensive and it is getting worse. Now, part 2, stagnant wages. Let me explain. Now, let's talk about income, because even though the cost of living has gone up, wages have barely moved. Minimum wage in most states is still $7.25. Let's that sink in. That rate has not changed since 2009. Meanwhile, even average workers earning $50,000 to $60,000 a year are not keeping up. Inflation has outpaced wage growth, which means your money does not go as far as it used to, and the income gap, it is massive. The average CEO in America now makes 400 times more than the average employee. So you are not imagining it, you are working harder for less. Now it's time for part 3, the debt trap. Let me explain. Let's talk about debt, because it is not just common, it is expected. You are encouraged to take out on student loans, to get a degree, to use credit cards to build credit, to finance cars, phone, even furniture. And what happens when you are fall behind? Late fees, like sky high interest rates, damaged credit, and a system that blames you instead of the structure that created the trap. Americans hold over $1 trillion in credit card debt and $1.7 trillion in student loans. Over 100 million people have medical debt. This is not poor decision making. It is a broken system and people are drowning in it. Let's talk about part 4, the wealth gap. Here is the big picture. The top 1% of Americans now hold more wealth than the entire bottom 90% combined. That is not a glitch. That is how the system is built. Billionaires increased their wealth by trillions during the pandemic, while most people were getting laid off, furloughed, or burning out in the essential jobs. The richest Americans were getting richer. And if you are try to speak up, you are told to work harder, hustle more, budget better, stop buying latest. But no amount of coffee cutting can fix a system that keeps funneling money upward. Let's talk about part 5, the broken American dream. Let me explain this. Remember the American dream: get a degree, get a job, buy a house, retire comfortably. College costs have tripled, jobs are less secure, pensions are gone, and home ownership feels like an impossible goal for younger generation. The housing market is dominating by investors. Rent is unaffordable. Mortgage rates are insane. And the average person is competing against corporations just to find a place to live. You were promised security in exchange for hard work, but today, hard work does not guarantee anything. Now, it's time for part 6, system versus individual. Let me explain. Let's be honest, this is not just a personal problem, it is systematic. You are not broke because you are lazy. You are broke because the system is not designed to benefit the majority. It is optimized for corporation investors and the ultra wealthy. But does not that mean you give up? No, because understanding a system is the first step to navigating it. Start with financial literacy. Learn the rules they never taught in school. Understand how taxes work, how credit is calculated, how to invest, and how to protect yourself. Avoid consumer debt when you can. Build multiple income streams. Stack skills that give you leverage in the market. You would not fix the system alone, but you can stop it from breaking you. So, the question arises in your mind is, why are you still broke in the richest country on earth? Because the system was never designed to make you rich, it was designed to keep you surviving. It rewards the few and drains the many. It pushes you to work harder while giving you less. And when you start asking questions, they say you are the problem. But now you know better. You are not broke because you are lazy. You are not broke because the rules are rigid. And the only way out is to learn how to play the game smarter. Start small, stack skills, stack income, stack knowledge. Because once you wake up, they cannot put up back to sleep. If you found this video valuable, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. This is not just content, this is your cheat code to the system. Catch you in the next one.